It's Bourbon Night. It's a flight fight. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
Sarah, we got a nice little one cooking here today, don't we?
Yes, another one that will make everyone feel all sorts of things. This is a Buffalo Trace barrel proof asterisk flight fight.
And we'll explain the asterisk here once we tell you, Sarah, what's in this flight fight?
In this flight fight, we have E.H. Taylor barrel proof at 127.3, Stagg Jr. batch 17 at 128.7, Blanton straight from the barrel at 130.3 proof, and our caveat benchmark full proof at 125.
Yeah, so this flight fight, when we dreamed it up, was Buffalo Trace, cast strength, barrel proof, however you want to say it. That benchmark is technically barrel entry proof, 125, so it is cut down to 125.
Yeah.
Now, when we're talking about it, we had two options of what to stick in that second spot. Well,
Yeah.
actually
Well,
three.
three.
We ended up with going with the third one. So the first one was we could use a WLW. William LaRue Weller historically has placed blind in our top 5 for several years.
Best of the year, yeah.
Best of the year.
Option number 2 was George T. Stagg. When we do our blind best of the year contention, it's a flip-flop sometimes on George T. Stagg or Stagg Jr. So we decided to keep BTAC out of this. Let's keep BTAC out of it. Let's go with something.
That was the rule, no BTAC.
Some of you are probably sitting there going, do we really need this flight fight? And the answer is because of that benchmark foolproof, it is the most available of all of them, and it's the most affordable of all of them. So like, what if that comes in second?
So
what if that comes in first?
Is it gonna be the little engine that could?
Is it?
Or is it gonna be the caboose and come in last place? But we thought that test would be more interesting than seeing if a George T. Stagg would beat a Stagg Jr. or if a WLW would bring home the win like it normally does.
Like it would normally do. That's not
Right.
fun for you. That's
Right.
boring. You already know that information.
All right, so are you ready to do this?
I am ready.
Let's start
Tis blind.
with Bourbon
Hey.
Hey! It smells Buffalo Tracy. Man, if I knew someone named Tracy, I'd be like, your nickname needs to be Buffalo, so we can call you Buffalo Tracy. If your name is Tracy, let's be friends.
No. Just like really good, classic, rich Buffalo Trace notes, which I would say is like cinnamon, raisin, brown sugar, rich and yummy, little oak in there.
Little cherry, little grape.
Little, yeah, like
Typical
dark fruit, stone fruit.
Buffalo Trace. Great nose, though.
Yes. Tell you what, I'm not mad about this flight fight.
Wow.
Why wouldn't I want to drink all this stuff? So, what do you hope to provide from this flight fight? Well, what I hope to provide, if I'm looking for something from Buffalo Trace that is harder to find, like what should I put more stock into as far as hunting?
Oh.
I know, right? It really settles in.
I guess for me, Sarah, real quickly, it's sort of like a sports debate. Like, who's the GOAT? Who's the greatest of all time? Buffalo Trace has that kind of reputation about him that I feel like there's been many a conversation about, what's the best barrel-proof Buffalo Trace, BTAC excluded, argument. So at least we will try to answer that from our perspective.
That's true. I can't find anything that I don't like about A. It has a rich mouthfeel. It's got all those flavors we described on the nose. It's delivering on them.
Yeah.
It's so warm and it just snuggles.
It's so warm,
right
but
in.
it's not hot on the
Not
palate.
hot.
It's not hot on the palate at all. It's very approachable. I mean, you can tell in the chest feels and the finish
Yeah.
that this is probably a barrel proof, but very approachable mouthfeel and palate-wise.
We like it.
More desserty, more creme brulee,
It is.
brown sugar.
Yeah, that caramelized sugar on the top where they torch it. Also like a hint of, I don't want to say earthiness, but it's kind of an outdoorsy, woodsy note. I really like that play with the dessert.
Ooh, that's different.
I'm getting more oak, tobacco.
Getting more heat. Maybe not as good of a mouthfeel as Bourbonnais.
It has such desserty notes on the nose, but they're falling into the background on the palate because that strong oaky thing that's going on. You do get the delivery on the sweetness though, right up front. Like as soon as it hits your tongue, it's like sweet, and then it just quickly transitions.
This one, unlike A, where you felt it in the finish and in the chest, this one I'm feeling it all in the mouth.
All in the mouth.
All on the tongue.
Yeah, it's numbing my lips a little bit.
A lot of heat.
This is
Sort of
lighter, I think.
It's almost like a hybrid of A and B. Like it's got the desserty, but also got that earthy.
It's coming off milder on the nose. I don't know, something's going on in there.
Something's good.
Let's
There's
see.
something going on. I don't know. Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty exceptional.
The taste is really good. The flavor's good. I feel like it loses me on the finish.
I haven't had my
A
second
little
sip
dry.
yet.
I don't know. Like you said, flavor-wise, it's kind of a hybrid between A and B. On the finish, something's happening. It's not pull in all the way through. Goes a little flat, I guess.
I don't know. I think this is going to be a round 2 one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
As always, we do 2 rounds of this because things always change second time around, and A gets a better shot once it's not the first thing that your palate's introduced to.
Absolutely. I know we haven't tasted this one yet, but off of the nose, I don't know. I couldn't tell you which one's the benchmark.
It smells like candy.
I mean, a lot of same things. This is sort of like an amalgamation of all the ones before it.
Yeah, this one smells more candied to me, like candied pecans or walnuts or something.
Maybe the sweetest. All right. Oh. Thinner. A real
I don't
quick
think it's
finish.
as thin as C. I think we're on different pages.
I don't know. It could be because it's in
Last.
the 4th place of our tasting, and it's had all those other ones kind of fatiguing the palate.
We
But
will have to take a break.
yeah, first sip, I thought it was just sort of a little thinner, not much of a mouthfeel. Second sip,
Whew, it really
in the
hangs out.
finish, I got this kind of backdraft
Yeah,
of heat.
a backdraft.
Yeah, but you know, talking about these real quick,
My lips are officially numb.
we start at 125, we go up to 130.3, and we're all in the middle there. So we're really only about a 5 proof point difference between all 4 of
Which
these,
is what I think
pretty
makes
cool.
this such a good flight, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna let our palates reset. We're gonna come back for round 2. But before we do that, we wanna tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the t-shirts that we're both wearing. Hats, hoodies, long sleeves, challenge coins, bottle cut candles, water glasses, Copitas, rocks glasses, Glencairns, and more. Always coming soon at whiskyambitions.com.
You can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community for as little as $1 a month, and that is where we do our exclusive barrel pick releases, the opportunity to participate in a barrel pick, and another round with Chad and Sarah, which we will do after this. We'll put our favorite up against, it sounds like William Louis Weller, but TBD.
So we're going to go reset, and we'll be back for round 2.
I missed Cracker Time.
It's essential. Okay, that was a nice little break. We did some cracker time. We let our palates reset, drank some water. Now we're back. One of the best noses here.
I like the deep dark notes of B on the nose, but A has the most balanced and I think like the most quintessential Buffalo Trace nose.
Yes.
Which makes me feel warm and cozy, and that's why I like it.
I'd agree. Both great noses, though.
I just feel like that's so balanced. And it's got the heat, but it's not like blowing you away. It's
Yeah.
not like, I don't know, one of these, I was like, for a second when I first sipped it. It kind of took my breath away. This one is just like a really great balance of flavors.
Yes.
The proof is right.
Instantly
It just
spreading out in
spreads out.
the chest feels. As you said, the quintessential Buffalo Trace. Quintessential bourbon, really.
Just so good. I'm gonna
very
go-
good.
I'm gonna have some more.
Yeah, second sip.
Spice and the dark fruit,
Yes.
the
Barrel.
sweet and the
barrel's in
barrel.
there.
Yeah, it's all playing well together.
Very well.
I do like that nose, but I think A has like a little bit more. I don't know.
A little bit more going on. I kind of agree with that in the second round now.
I like the notes that are in here, but I want more of that balance. I don't know. I think A has my favorite nose.
I'm on Team A for best nose now.
I mean, what's not to like?
I know. Classic.
It is, but I find that it's falling on like that darker side of things
Yeah.
for me. It's a little different than A. Like it doesn't have that like spiced dark fruit thing going on. It's more of just dark brown sugars and oak and
Yeah, it's like, you know, with all 4 of these being Buffalo Trace, and we're working with 2 different mash bills from Buffalo Trace here, but they do sort of all kind of run together. Like we said,
it's making it tough, right?
Yes.
To say which one I would like better than another.
well, we'll wait till we get all the way through round 2, but I kind of feel like I couldn't tell you which one is the lowest proof, couldn't tell you which one is the least expensive, which of course
yeah.
is the benchmark. This is a tough flight because it's just all Buffalo Trace, and the nuances I think that you would pick out when it would be a different flight, like when they're peppered through different flights, is a lot harder
Right.
when it's all the same distillery.
I think that kind of says something for the benchmark, though, right?
Yeah,
that
it
we
does.
can't be like, oh, it's that one.
True. This is the desserty one, right? Yeah, that brown sugar, almost desserty, very warming kind of smell. I like this nose a lot too.
I still like A better.
I think I like A better too, but this has some really good qualities I like.
This might have the best mouthfeel, but
It's pretty thick.
there's a note on the finish that goes kind of flat and dry for me.
Okay, maybe this is the hottest.
It's pretty hot. When I say flat and dry, and it's like a weird note, it's almost like a wet wood note. Like Or like there was something funky going on with the oak in this particular barrel. I mean, not that it's one barrel, but you know what I mean. I don't know if it's a single
Batch.
barrel or not.
I see what you're saying. Like,
There's so much that I like about it, but there's this thing at the finish that I'm like,
First part of the palate, I said like, oh, this one's brighter, but then it like, as soon as those words left my mouth, it immediately went like this darkness, almost like they should have pulled it out of the oven just a little bit sooner.
Yeah, I'm struggling because I really like the mouthfeel and the flavors up front. But then as we go into the finish, no, I don't really care for whatever's happening on the finish on this one. That's not usual for me with Buffalo Trace. Like, I don't normally get that wood note. So maybe it is a single barrel.
Maybe it is.
Could be. Feels like I swallowed a little ball of fire.
Ooh, the sweetest. We said that's
like
first round.
Yeah, candied. Now I'm getting almost like a milk chocolatey note.
I always get these wrong. Is it Whoppers or is it Milk Duds?
Which?
Whoppers. Got that little chalky taste when you bite into it. That's Whopper.
Because it has the, it's like malted.
Yes, malted milk balls.
Yeah, basically.
So.
Is that right? I think so.
Whoppers?
Whoppers? Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, okay. This one is the easiest. It's just the easiest to drink.
I agree. It's like the flavor hangs around on the finish, but it's not like C and A were the two that I felt really like spread out.
Yeah, so this one
and made themselves known.
Doesn't have that chest feel, but super easy to drink. Like I'm ready to go back.
Same.
Again. I mean, there's a little heat building on the tongue. I think that happened round one. This one's super approachable, whatever it is.
Like I think if you were gonna call one of these smooth,
yeah,
it would be this one.
Yes, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
You love how I always use the air quotes? Because who even knows what
the
that
hell
means?
does that mean?
We're not going to go...
Different things to different people. Okay, this is the part where we leave you guys, but we start A/B testing these back-to-back, things that were not back-to-back. And then when we come back, we will have...
Results time. It's results time.
Things changed during that A/B testing.
I cried a little bit. It was emotional for me.
Yeah, a little roller coaster. We thought we knew what was going on, but that's why you A/B test and you think and you talk it out and you really examine your inner soul. Now, our fourth place.
Oh, well, it's worth mentioning that we have the same order.
Oh, we do. We do have the same order.
I noticed that.
So that makes things easy. Fourth place, not bad at all. Very good, but...
Nothing on this table was bad.
Yes, our fourth place was Bourbon D. Bourbon D is...
No.
The what? STFU?
The...
Straight from
the barrel, the Blanton.
STFB.
That's interesting. The highest proof thing.
The highest proof came in last.
So don't shout at me, proof hound.
Right.
So.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
It's a single barrel.
Blanton straight from the barrel is, of course, it is a single barrel. Now, we have to thank, we thanked in the Patreon episode, we'll thank publicly. We have to thank Chris and Lil, our friends in Australia, for finding this barrel for us. They know that we're proof hounds, so they found the highest proof, which I have no qualms about.
No.
However, highest proof doesn't always equal best, so we don't know, because this is the only bottle of straight from the barrel that we own, if it's like a high tier, mid tier, low tier. Don't know. Maybe it's closer to middle to low is how it shook out in this flight.
They also gave us a Blanton's La Maison du Whisky. It would trounce this.
Well, also, you got to think, Sarah, we recently did a short and sweet with a sample of a different straight from the barrel, and we freaking love that one.
Yeah. Shall we find out what came in third?
We shall. We've never had a tie in Flight Fight history. We debated if we were going to have our first one. We decided not to. So just know that third place and second place are scarily close. Third place is letter B. Third place is Blanton's Benchmark Foolproof.
I was gonna say we already did that.
We already did Blanton's. Benchmark Foolproof was almost second and beat whatever that second place is.
So at this point we can narrow it down. It was neck and neck with either Stagg
Jr. or Stagg Jr.
Which is wild. Well, I think this was the valuable part about doing this flight, was seeing where the Benchmark Foolproof fell.
Barely in third. We were thinking it would probably be fourth.
For something that's so much less expensive, I mean, it's like half the cost at least, or more of any of these others. All right.
Wow.
What a shock.
We're now between A and C.
Oh wait, I guess we should go for first then.
Actually, let's go for second, because I want to know what almost tied with
Okay,
Benchmark
fine.
Foolproof.
Okay,
so
what
in
almost
second
tied
place is Bourbon C. Bourbon C is The Stagg Jr. Batch 17 almost tied with Benchmark Full Proof. What?
Okay, this shocks me for a lot of reasons.
Stagg Jr. Batch 17, we opened for this flight.
Okay.
So it has the neck pour thing going on. We didn't know how it ranks with our other favorite Stagg Juniors, so there's that.
In the
as a little
Patreon episode, I kept
caveat.
saying, like, I like C better the longer it sits here.
Right.
The more I sip it, the better I like it. So maybe it was just opening up. I don't know.
Could be.
Could be. I'm shocked because we have put Stagg Jr. in our top 10 lots of times.
But you know, different batches.
It is a new batch. The more I sipped it, the more I was like, this mouthfeel is kind of incredible.
Yeah, that's really what it came down to betwixt putting Bourbon C over Bourbon B was
the mouthfeel of Bourbon
it had a
C.
mouthfeel, it had more of a finish.
The Stagg Jr., yes.
So that means, process of elimination, our winner, number one, is Bourbon A, which is
Taylor Barrel Proof.
E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof 2021.
Wow. It's like the perfect cross-section of Buffalo Trace Barrel Proof.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people are going to be fussy. They're going to be like, no, it's Stagg Jr. Stagg Jr. should be the best barrel proof. I don't know. I just think it marries so well the like best of the barrel proof world and the regular Buffalo Trace world. Like those good, yummy flavors that you get in lower proof Buffalo Trace with the strength of a barrel proof. I love it.
Okay, so here's my little after results preamble.
Okay.
So
post-amble.
Post-amble. Yeah, there you go. We did a flight fight not too long ago called the P3 rating. If you haven't seen that episode, I'm linking it up here. That was basically price per proof. So Benchmark Full Proof has a great P3 rating, meaning it has high proof and low cost. We put that up against OGD 114, 1792 Full Proof, and Rare Breed. But Benchmark came in last. So you're thinking, ipso facto, that means the ones that beat Benchmark. Ipso facto. Then by process of, that means those ones that beat Benchmark would beat the ones that Benchmark didn't beat.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, because as we said, this flight fight was super hard because it was all Buffalo Trace. Yes, it was Mash Bill 1 and number 2, but it was still all Buffalo Trace. And it's a flight fight effect, happens in different ways.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's not like because this one beat this one, it means this one beats those.
Right.
It doesn't happen that way. Now we could put them in a flight fight and see how it shakes out.
Okay. What do you think? Are you surprised? Are you mad? What do you think?
I'm
do you hate us
surprised.
now that we
I'm
didn't put
surprised.
Stagg Jr. first? Tell me in the comments.
And we didn't put Benchmark last. All right. Well, hey, that's where we should probably leave it, right? So if you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay. Until next time, drink more bourbon.